It's XCOM2. Welcome back. I don't know about you, but I love being forced to make decisions that I really don't want to make. And that's what today has presented us. If we take a look at what's going on right now, we've got quite the selection of missions here. We've got 3 assault missions, all to counter various dark events. We've also got this rescue mission to further the hunter chosen. And then we've got the actual main objective mission to deal with. And if we were really feeling cute, we could also count all these alien facilities. But come on, that would be ridiculous. Left the last episode thinking about which of these kind of needs to be countered. And came to the realization we don't know what this is. And I think whilst we do need intel, we aren't gonna need intel for at least a bit. We've got like a radio tower to build and stuff. We checked the black market. There's nothing there that we want to buy. So I'm going to burn the 30 intel to reveal this and find out if it's something that is worth countering. It's something that's worth countering. Exalt are already a threat, shall we say. We've seen Exalt take out Tactical fairly recently, and earlier on than that, just after their last significant upgrade, we watched them take out Zari. They were 2 of our highest ranking soldiers, both at Major, if I recall. And the very idea of Exalt having more hit points fills me with despair. That's dramatic. It doesn't fill me with despair. It makes me deeply concerned. So, I reckon we can counter 2 of these dark events, and all of a sudden, given the fact that we did the previous mission with the Lost and everything else to delay the Avatar Project major breakthrough, I don't think that's going to go off anytime soon. Genetic strengthening and improved reflex actions, on the other hand, we need to counter them because they are going to pop if we don't, is my theory. I don't know that for definite, it's my theory. So, we're going to counter genetic strengthening first, and then, if we can afford it, we're going to counter improved reflex actions. After those 2 missions, I'd like to run the continuation of the Hunt the Chosen chain, just because the final covert op that requires is going to take about a month to bear fruit. So the sooner we get that running, the better. But none of that matters today. What matters today is countering genetic strengthening. And to do that, is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? It is. To do that, we're going to sabotage ourselves a transmitter, which I believe is a purple friend. A lot of Mutons on the ground for this one. Just looking at the shadow chamber there. Elite officers, elite troopers, Muton harriers, Muton beleaguers, heavy lancers, purifiers, Decurians, Spectres, Harriers, Beleaguers. Ugh, good grief. There are so many Mutons. At least it's not like a Muton Brigade sit rep, I suppose. That's still a lot of Mutons. Maybe we'll leave the melee combat at home for this. Let's get after it. We're in Europe for this one. Looks like it's potentially... I'm going to say Spain. If this is Madrid, it's going to be Madrid. We've moved on from every mission being in Canada, where every mission's in Madrid. And it's still a sewer. If you were worried that we weren't going to be in a sewer, then rest easily. We're in another sewer. So, Mutons means poison, and armor penetration are going to be our friends for this. So I think if we were to put a squad together, it would probably start to look something along the lines of, do we want Bert or Gwen? Let's bring Bert. Just because I want to try and get Bert that last promotion, if possible. Although I say that, yeah, Bert is really far away from that promotion. Okay. Sure. Well, hang on then. Bert's on 79 aim. Gwen's on 77, but does have pounce. Yes. Of course. Pounce. Sorry, Bert. Not today. Not when there's every Muton. We'll bring Athos. Combat engineers are always a welcome sight. And then Shandin, Marine. Hazel, Lieutenant, but is almost there in terms of promotion to Captain, so sure. Ultimately, it's the Field Medic slot that we're particularly interested in. And then, we want a Sapper, right? Yeah, we want a Sapper. I think we can probably field Brenwyn again. Like, shouldn't be a problem. And then actually, we'll go with Apprehension. So Apprehension, yes, like, wants to be trying to deal melee damage with that Ripjack, but can do an alarming amount of work with the Bullpup. So, as is tradition at this point, I'm going to fade to black whilst these guys put some gear on, come back, have a quick look at what's going on, and then we'll hit the ground. Okie dokie. So, I think this is going to be us. Although now that I say that out loud, I'm looking at Brenwyn's health pool and wondering. No, you know what? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We will chuck a mobility on Brenwyn here. There we go. Okay. So, I'm bringing the Black Ice rounds because if we look at the enemy list, we have got some Codexes and then that Spectre on the ground here. So Gwen can answer those with the Black Ice rounds. Beyond that, Gwen could just plug so many bullets into things, it's probably going to be fine. Although now that I say this, do you know what? I'm immediately changing my mind. Let's give Brenwyn the Black Ice, and let's give Gwen the AP. Beyond that, though, Gas Grenade on Apprehension with the Inferno rounds, just to give an extra bit of a damage boost, and then gas, honestly, I'm just kind of hoping to cause the Muton, we'll call it the Muton Brigade, because that's basically what it is, to suffer some aim penalties. Same goes for the Viper rounds that Shandin's rocking there. Flashbang Grenade, 2, and then Acid and Fire Grenades just to complete the set. We are going in here with all of the status effects. At least that's what it feels like. But let's do this. Operation Photon Emission to sabotage ourselves a transmitter. We've got Apprehension, Gwen, Athos, Shandin, Hazel, and Brenwyn. We're off to Spain, presumably.
Sky Ranger deployed. In position for deployment.
Unless the, landing site on the map is radically different to where it should be. This is definitely Spain. And it does feel like a lot of our missions take us to Spain, where the rain stays mainly on the plain. We had that period of time where all of our missions were in and around Labrador and Moncton in Canada. But anything in Europe seems to be Spain. I mean, ultimately it's Suez, and ultimately it doesn't matter, and I think I've said this 1,000 times over the course of this campaign now. It really, really doesn't matter. It's just one of those little things, the geography, that I like to comment on. In particular, whilst the mission is loading. It's a Purple Friend mission, so that doesn't make our life easy, that's for certain. We are in the tunnels under Madrid. So, not only is it a Purple Friend, it's a Purple Friend in tunnels, and there are 17 enemies in the mix.
Our intel suggests destroying it while it's still connected will severely damage their linked systems.
It's pretty far.
The explosives before they have a chance to pull the plug.
It is pretty far away, but oh, I like this. That looks promising. Bit of high ground. A rare sight down here in the tunnels.
Got it covered.
I mean, it's high ground for one. It's kind of like a microwave meal version of high ground, but take what you're given, right?
Low approach. Will do.
I'd forgotten about Athos, so I'm terrible. Sure. What I'm hoping for here is our first set of enemies to also be nearby one of the mini purple friends, so we can, like, you know, kill the enemies and then buy ourselves a turn or two. There's a lot riding on this going the way I'd like it to, as is often the case. We have found one mini friend, 2 mini friends, no enemies yet, and this high ground is going to count for exactly nothing. Nevertheless, we'll bring Athos forward,
On the move.
and indeed the same could be said for, well, basically everybody else.
Got it. Moving.
Running.
And we'll push a little bit further with apprehension just to get a better visual on what's going on in this delightful river of muck.
Moving.
Doesn't look like there's anything, although Athos has spotted something here. No? No? Okay.
Looks like hostiles over here.
And, yeah, now we're going to be attacked from 2 angles if we were to open up. Which isn't terrific. But we haven't really got the luxury of, like, waiting another turn. So, I mean, don't love this. Oh, though, actually, they're not in sight. You know what? We're opening then. We're opening then. 80% lightning hands go. Unbelievable, Glenn.
Enemy is still up. We're
You had one job. Can you at least pounce it? That's more like it. Okay, then we'll go for a shield wall.
holding.
And then 44, 77, ooh, 44 really, really sucks. Yikes. Let's come back to that. It was Brenwyn that had our black ice, right? It was.
No problem, boss.
And that has activated this extra. That's no good. In fact, that's actually quite bad. Although, well. Would split the codex. Would split the codex. Worth splitting the codex? Or do we blast bomb? Hold the blast bomb, go for the acid bomb on the codex, and Captain, yeah.
There, catch.
I'm not in love with splitting the codex, but I think
Well done. As we had hoped, the network
okay,
separation has
that's not so bad at all.
been delayed.
That's actually quite good. Yeah. Alright. Alright. And then, what if we were to Wrath? That Wrath's gonna just put apprehension right up in the business of that acid that we've just spilled everywhere. Which isn't my favourite. Yeah, get rid of this thing.
Target disabled.
What we could do, and probably should do,
Affirmative.
is get a flamethrower sent over here. Like this Muton Beleaguer captain, just I don't like it. I don't like the look of it. I don't like the way it looks at me. Beam sweep is scary. The main sort of takeaway there. Beam sweep is not good, and it's not going to do anything to the purifier, unfortunately. What it is going to do though is put Athos in smoke and panic the purifier, which I'll absolutely take. Especially if it decides to shoot the codex here, or activate another pack instead. Oh my god. Okay, they didn't activate, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Can you take this, Shandon? 78%? You absolutely can. And then I'll take an advantage coin flip, I think. What's your ammo again? 5 rounds. I don't think it matters, does it? You're immune to poison. Nevertheless, take the shot. Unlucky.
I'll get him next time.
Might have been a coin flip with advantage, but the advantage means nothing. I think it's reasonable to assume the Muton's dead, right? And 61... The trick of this is that purified... Oh no, you're panicked, aren't you, actually? Yeah, move in a bit closer than Apps. And then 84 is better than 61. I learned that in maths.
No tissue damage. Moving to position.
And the only thing you see from there is the Muton, so you can just buy us another turn, Hazel. Yeah, there goes the Muton. That's great. Officer and 2 troopers isn't so bad. Although destroying Bremen's cover's not ideal. Are they activating? Oh, they are totally activating. I forgot that Apprehension was scared of stun lancers. Forgetting something is a new experience that I've never done before, especially not in this campaign. That there, though, makes me glad I held off on using the blaster bomb. And that is fantastic use of retribution.
Our enemy threatens me.
Ooh.
The enemy is locked on. Taking fire over here.
Outstanding return fire on the return firing unit. Holy crap, killed it. Job done. And you should be able to just pop this Sun Lancer too, right? Right. Now the trick is that this Purifier Captain could well explode. And there aren't really many places for Apprehension to get to that are also, you know, safe. So I think what we'll do is get away from the stun Purifier. And let Gwen take care of it. It didn't explode. Never explodes when you prepare for it exploding.
Holding position. Strong.
I do like that shield wall lets you, well, take another action. Lost my words there. Is this a reasonable blaster bomb? 1.28 drift, but would be pretty big if it clipped all these guys. Yeah, go on. You're still in smoke. Outstanding connection. Got everything we wanted. 60% on the panicking fella. Okay. First things first, we want to blast a bomb probably about, oh, I don't know, here. The Muton's there, so here it's, or here is the question. Gonna go with here.
Dodge this.
We definitely hit 2 things. Hopefully more. And yeah, you could probably secure that kill, right? Right, no.
Negative damage.
Ah, I was asking too much, I know. Hazel could potentially grab the Muton here, which would be kind of nice. Or the Purifier. The Muton... Ah, these shots really suck. This is the more likely kill. Okay, you're good. Well done.
Target eliminated.
Didn't worry me at all there. Didn't worry me at all. That Purifier is going to stop being panicked anytime now. Go for the kill. Nice. Okay. Officers marked Shandon and took an acid burn. And then the follow-up was not on Shandon. Interesting choices being made by Advent there. That's 2 actions, you all saw it. Ooh. These purifiers are usually scarily accurate with those pistols. And yeah, that was timing. 10 enemies left, 5 of which are currently active. Okay. Hazel. Okay. Good hit. Bad execution. Trooper and officer meet flamethrower, I think. Shandon can probably go without being healed.
Standing fast.
Unbelievable, 97%. And clipped by the return fire. That's comedy of errors. This wouldn't be a bad position, but it is flankable. We have got this Harrier here too, huh? Which is a little bit scary. You're burning, and aciding, which is a thing. So you might well just die. You know what probably isn't a bad call is we'll take the shot. We brought the gas bomb for a situation just like this, so we might as well use it. I think that bought us another turn inadvertently as well, which is kind of nice. And then we could take this 58, which Shandon can, and then hunker down. The last thing for us to do would be to move Brenwan forward and go for an overwatch. Officer's dead. This captain's poisoned, so his aim should be pretty rubbish. There is still that purifier there that Gwen missed. 97% shot, by the way. Yeah, the Muton there is just a little bit puzzled. And Gwen is on fire, but, I mean, with that kind of shielding, does it really matter? So, let's just push up. We'll get a shield wall here regardless.
We're close. In position.
And then pop that purifier.
Target down.
And activate another pack. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, times 2.
It's still moving.
I was wondering where the Spectre was, so it's nice of it to join the party. Even though Gwen's in half cover, Gwen has an alarming amount of armor in their employ, so that's fine. I want to get Brenwan moved up to where Hazel presently is. Because I think it's Frostbomb time.
On your order.
And let's just add a Disorient into the mix on this poor Muton. Or a stun. We'll take the stun.
I can handle that.
And then we're going to go for a rapid deployment Frostbomb, Acid Bomb combo on everything that's going on in here. So, oh, really? Oh, we can. It's good.
Throwing grenade.
I was, for a brief moment there, excuse me, for a brief moment there, I thought that the Frostbomb wasn't going to connect with those two, but it did, so it's fine. And then Acid Bomb down the way on these two. Athos is currently fairly out of position to be able to do much, unfortunately. And Apprehension is kind of also out of position to be able to do much. What I want to do... Okay, let's move Apprehension here. I want to set up a Shredstorm cannon on as many targets as possible on the next turn. Athos, meanwhile, probably looks to get here, although I don't want you walking through the acid, man. Come on. Again with the acid. Who poured this acid here, anyway? Well, this is actually... I'm going to set him on fire, though. Okay, fine. We'll have to go here. And last but not least, there's Shandon, who doesn't really find a shot on anything.
Moving to position.
Probably not going to see much reach with the flashbang. Yeah. Okay, we'll go for a reload then.
We're green to go.
So we got 2 frozen, 1 disoriented, poisoned, confused, and all around just being bullied. And then I think 1 actually, well, 3 actually active. Like 3 who are still capable of this. Whew, untouchable.
They're all over me.
Yeah, this is the one that we just did nothing to. With the really, really stupid sounding gun. I mean, I don't blame Gwen for missing that shot because, like, probably just wondering what even is the noise that that gun is making, though, Muton Harrier. You could show us again if you want. It doesn't make it make sense or anything. Oh, there's 2 of them. Getting out of hand. And we have got an incendiary bomb from our dear friend Athos here, so I wonder if it's got a spread on it.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
I don't know whether or not this is going to be the Spectre's not going to be burnt, but it is going to take, like, damage. Damage, if you will. Brenwan's now out of everything except the gun. So, let's go for a shot on that Spectre if Brenwan can find it. 73 is not bad. But, not good enough. Good enough by any stretch of the imagination. However, that's 3, and I think 3 is probably all we're going to get. I prefer the Spectre. So let's send it down here. Right? Wait a minute. What are the other options? Take this 41 because it's free. Okay. So he's sort of in sheer rage and missing the shot. And then, yeah, we go Spectre, Captain, and Beleaguer. Pop it. Spectre's hanging in there. Not for much longer, though. 93, Gwen. Now, we missed a 97 earlier, so I'm not holding my breath. That's alright then. We'll let you off.
Rock and roll. All set.
It's going to be sooner or later that I forget that we can shield wall and then shoot with Gwen. Or I'm going to be on one of, like, the other non-kernel phalanxes and try to do it and fail it and go, well, why isn't it working? These are all things that are probably going to happen, just to, you know, pre-warn you. Do we go for the flash? This one's panicked. This one's potentially dead, actually. 1 of 3. It's potentially dead. And you don't see this one, huh? Okay. Instead of potentially dead, can we make it definitely dead? Yes. And then there's just this beluga. Beluga. Type of whale, right?
I'm on it.
I don't want to go for that loot, but you'll have to forgive me that I haven't gone for it. Yeah, okay, fine. Just the beluga that's actually going to cause some harm to us here. Or not. Okay, that's fine. That's great, because you can run Overwatches. Like your favourite thing to do. And you can also free reload. And you can also freely cap the objective.
The X4 charges are active.
And then land a 75% shot? Yeah. Is there anything that Hazel can't do?
Remaining hostiles before they cut it off.
And we're going to kill this thing, for sure. Well, not with that attitude, we're not. Have I about to be hoisted by my own petard?
Moving to designated position.
No. I refuse.
Close. No longer a threat.
Ah. One wounded. I'll take it. I think it was Shandon, right? 2 kills for apprehension, 51 damage. I think that Shred Storm was probably the best we were going to get out of it. I'm pretty glad that we took the opportunity to reposition apprehension when we did. It's a twist, I know, but Gwen got the MVP award. You see that? See that there? MVP for Gwen. 7 kills, 86 damage, 11 of 15. It's actually quite low for Gwen. 1 kill for Athos, 58 damage dealt though. So, you know, definitely doing more setup than confirming there, but hey, that's engineer life. That portrait of Shandon. 4 of 5 shot accuracy, 39 damage, but securing 4 kills is pretty solid, all said and done. And 2 kills for Hazel, and that last turn there for Hazel was pretty busy all around. Definitely making up for that mission that I'm not going to let Hazel forget about. And 1 kill for Brenwan, nil points on the shot accuracy and the lowest amount of damage dealt, but to be fair, Brenwan was here for control, so we'll let them off. More importantly than all of that, that will mean that Exalt are not going to get an extra 3 hit points. And that's what it's all about, for sure. Looks like quite a cool picture. Take a look at that, maybe. I'll remember to do so. I'm not sure we saw a promotion this time, which would be a little bit greedy considering we got 5 on the last mission we did. Oh, we did though. It was on Hazel no less. And we go low profile or anti-venom stings. I think we'll go low profile. I like low profile. I want to try out what anti-venom stims involves, but keeping Hazel alive should realistically be the priority given our history with field medics. Nothing terribly exciting in the loot this time round. But yes, countering genetic strengthening is super duper massive. Big fan of having done that.
Commander, if you come across anyone with
We're always low on scientists, Tiger, and that's just, you know, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll get another one soon, promise. What are we on? We're on 10. 10 still able to be fielded is pretty good. And still got to think about picking up that supply drop, given the fact that, you know, the next one's in 10 days' time. Up next is going to be this neutralized field commander mission, I think, to counter improved reflex actions. Although, the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of wondering if we just let it through. So it's just Advent, and typically speaking, Advent aren't the threats. So allowing them an extra action isn't, like, the worst thing in the world. And the reason I'm kind of umming and ahhing about it is because I'd really like to get this mission underway. The Rescue the VIP. Looking at the enemy list, it's Black Eyes rounds as far as the eye can see, really. Which, you know, based on the objective is no surprise. Who would we field on that mission? Durthel? Aethel? Bert? Pacify? Laguna? Diurna? Hazel? Grumpton? We've got lots of options, really. I mean, it's not like a terrific amount of options, but it's a reasonable amount of options. Who's coming back soon? Okay, so Goonstone's out for another day, as is Hawks, and they may well be wounded when they come back. Shandon, 5 days. Zentresa's back in 11 hours. 10 days, 12 days, 3 days. Yeah, we're a bit out in terms of everyone being ready and available, I suppose. Nevertheless, I am pretty tempted just to let these 2 dark events go through and take on the rescue mission next time. Push us along a little bit on the Hunt the Chosen chain. Dunno. Game's really forcing these decisions at the moment. And of course we still want to, you know, carry on scanning at this weapons dealer here for the alloys and crystals. Too many things to do. I think it's gonna be the assault mission to rescue the VIP as part of hunting the hunter next time. I think, unless I can come up with a reason that we really want to delay the reflex actions, but I'm kind of feeling like we let it ride. Don't know yet. Haven't quite decided. Got time to do that though, so we'll leave things there for now. Thank you very, very much, as always. We killed a bunch of Mutons today. We bullied one of them quite badly. Almost feel bad for the fella. Oh well, I'll leave that thought with you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care.